Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. I have a couple little guest stars here, and they're going to introduce themselves.
My name is Xander.
So happy.
And my name is Merrick.
Okay, Xander is my 9-year-old son, and Merrick is my 8-year-old son. And I have a story to share with you, but they are going to go play while I do that. Go play. I love you. Bye. Okay, so I wanted to share a very lifted story with you. A couple days ago, and I know I didn't share anything yesterday. Saturday's cake day, craziness. And a couple days ago, coming home from school, Xander said to me that he wanted a weight of his world necklace, and he called it that, the weight of his world. And I was really, really excited and happy that he said it like that, because it meant that he really understood. Xander is 9 years old, almost 10, and he has Asperger's syndrome. I told you I have children on the autism spectrum, and Xander is brilliant. He's an amazing young boy, and he wanted his weight of the world necklace. Really quick, I'll pull everybody in. I am making these weight of the world necklaces. I am doing a fundraiser right now. The weight of the world, the mathematical equation to calculate the weight of the world, is on the back of the necklace. And it's very easy to put on. I have a couple clasps to choose from. And this is so that at night, no matter what your weight is that you're carrying around with you, you can lift it off of you and take a break. Pick it up again tomorrow. It's, it's just a symbol of your strength, that you are strong enough to do it. Now, the idea that my 9-year-old son said to me that he needed one made me very happy and made me sad at the same time. Some of you are familiar with Asperger's syndrome, and some of you are not. I love you too, Nikki. Thank you. Asperger's is a really complex thing. My son is brilliant. He is so incredibly smart. It just blows my mind. And sometimes the smart part is really, really intellectual and way beyond his years. And sometimes his common sense things are a little on the lacking side. I have Asperger's as well. And I say this with all the pride in the world. I am not... I don't clue into common sense things very often. I don't clue into hints. I don't pick up on subtle gestures for some things. I'm always just really trying to do the right thing by everybody, and what seems logical to me. And sometimes the logic of things literally is breaking down the physics of it or something like that, which is exactly how Xander thinks. The problem with how Xander thinks like that is that Xander is so very hard on himself that he strives for perfection in everything. And if he makes somebody upset, or if he does something that he feels has let somebody down, then he inflicts pain on himself. Almost to the point where he has been suicidal. He has moments where he feels like he doesn't deserve to live. He has, the last year has had so many changes for us that, and let me tell you, getting a divorce when you have children on the autism spectrum is really, it's touchy ground. It was a hard decision to make, not because I didn't know that I needed to be out of that marriage, but because of the kids. The changes that it has taken place in his life made things really, really rocky for a really long time, because he felt like it was his fault. He felt like he must have done something wrong that made it all happen. And I know a lot of kids go through that, but he wanted to punish himself for it. He gets so overwhelmed with emotions that he literally breaks down and has to scream and has to clench his fists. It used to be a lot worse. We've done a lot in the last year where he doesn't hurt himself anymore where he used to. And yes, he definitely knows that I'm sharing all this with you, because he says it's really important that people understand, and this is where my boy is a genius, that people understand it doesn't matter how old you are, that you carry around a weight of your world with you every single day. And he said that his necklace will help him realize that he's carrying it around, and his gift, and that's what we call it because it is a gift to be on the spectrum, and he tells me that when he's having a hard day, when he's breaking down, that he doesn't like his gift, that God was wrong in choosing him to have this gift, and that it's really a curse, and that it doesn't destroy him, it destroys other people because he can't control his emotions. And it's devastating to me because I know exactly how he feels. I have it happens to me a lot. My emotions just run rampant. I don't understand what's happening to me. I don't understand why I can't just make people happy, and I can't be doing things the right way. And it makes it difficult to wrap your head around just everyday life. I really appreciate all of you watching. Thank you. It's really nice to see you guys on a Sunday. Thanks. So I just wanted to share with everybody that it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how old the person close to you that might need the support. It doesn't matter. People understand. And no matter what the problem is, no matter what the issue is at the time, or the stress, or whatever is happening, no matter what that is, if you offer your support to someone, then they're always going to remember that you did that. I don't forget the things that people have done for me to make the last year easier on me and my children. I'll never forget the things that people have done for me. My friend Stephanie is amazing in that she is one of the busiest human beings that I know. She runs a daycare, and she literally carries the weight of like 10 people's world on her shoulder, and she would still do anything for me if I asked her to. Actually, on Tuesday, she's going to help me set up a blog so you guys can see my smiling face all the time. But she doesn't have to do that. She's so incredibly busy and overwhelmed with everything in the world, and she's still going to take that time to do that for me. No matter who the people in your life are, no matter what their role is in your life, and no matter what they're going through, something with them is a burden, and something is something that they're carrying. And it might be that people tell me that, hey, Jen, it's got to be really hard being the mom of kids on the spectrum. Well, I'm probably the best person in the world to raise kids on the spectrum because I'm on the spectrum. I understand it. I try to teach my sons how to deal with things exactly the way that I do. I might be wrong. I'm not afraid to admit that I might be doing it wrong, but I'm trying. And I'm teaching them the little tricks that I've learned over the years. I counted the number 92 constantly in my head, and it used to be very much in the forefront. And now I've learned how to kind of file it back so it doesn't interrupt my day, so to speak. And I'm trying to teach them those tricks. So people have asked me or said to me, well, yeah, I can see why you carry the weight of the world. I mean, imagine carrying around all of that you're carrying with your kids. That's not what it is. My kids are carrying that. I mean, all I can do is hope that I'm doing right by them and teaching them the right way to do things. And I know I mess up all the time because I'm a mom, and that's what we do. We don't come, they don't come with instructions, and we do everything that we can. But my kids are carrying that weight too. They're carrying the weight of his Asperger's, the weight of a divorce, the weight of knowing his mom has Asperger's, knowing that his mom lost her job. He really says to me a lot of times, if I wasn't born, then you would have so much more money. You would have so much more time. And it makes me feel so bad to think that he's watching all these things that I'm doing and thinking that he's making my life harder, when I do all of it for them. I do it just because I want them to be happy and grow up to be hardworking, respectable people that are happy. And that's all I'm going for. So there's your Sunday story, and I hope you all appreciated it. And I'm surprised I didn't cry because Xander he's my miracle baby. I found out I was pregnant with him when I was 7.5 months pregnant, and I was never supposed to be able to have kids, and I was in my 30s, and he started this whole wonderful life of being a mom for me. And I wouldn't change it for anything. So he definitely gives me purpose, Nikki. Thank you. You always have the right thing to say. I love it. So real quick, again, I'm selling the necklaces for $30. This is the heavier weight clasp. This is the This is the lighter weight clasp. I gotta remember to turn that off on there. They're very easy to use. I do have a couple other clasps coming. Please order, please share. 20% of every necklace sold is going to the Las Vegas Victims Fund. I am only running this 20% thing until I launch my Kickstarter. I got to send out some super thank yous. Thank you, Nikki, for everything you're doing to help me with this. Thank you, Brandon, for supporting me and helping me get all of the business side of this done so I know what I'm doing. Because I'm just really just the creative side of it, and I'm really glad that my better half is the brains to the operation, because otherwise I would probably not be doing so well. I'm getting orders from all over the place, and I really, really appreciate the support. Do me a favor, hit the share button. It's great to see you too, Christina. Thank you. Hit that share button. You guys are all from somewhere else. I mean, literally, I got my cake ladies on here, and it's so great to be supported by you ladies, and you're all over the country. Share it. Share the other videos if one of them makes more sense. I know my stories get long-winded and stuff, but I don't think there's any other way to explain what this really is until you see it firsthand, why it affects people. I'm going to make my son's necklace today, and he'll carry around his weight of the world, and then I'll make sure he takes it off every night so he gets a solid night's sleep, but he knows that that support is there. So think of the people that you know. Christmas is coming. Order them now and get that 20% to the Las Vegas Relief Fund. And yeah, thank you guys so much for sharing your time with me. I really appreciate it. When you want to order, message me on any of my Facebook pages, Lifted by Genuinely Sweet Expressions, Genuinely Sweet Expressions, Jen Harrelson. Text me, call me. My phone number is 406-281-3801. I really, really appreciate you guys a ton. Have a great day. Hit that share button, okay? Love you guys. Have a great Sunday. Bye-bye.